What's up, family? Man, I don't know if you guys are hearing this or if you guys could see this. Man, something doesn't want me to go live today, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Man, the topic for today is intuition versus thoughts. And so as I had the camera set up, I had this message come across my screen saying that the audio and the video is not connected. And so I had to shut down the phone and try it again. So it is what it is, you know what I mean? We push through obstacles, you know what I mean? We don't allow obstacles to stop us in any way, shape, or form. What's up, Miss Rocky? Today's gonna be a deep conversation. I apologize that the weather's not clearer. You know, it's kind of foggy out here. It's been raining, but I wanted to come out in nature and have this conversation with you guys. You know, I wanted to be in my element when I talk to you guys about this. And I made a video on this probably like 2 or 3 times in the past, and I know it's hard to navigate through 600 videos, but today we're going to talk and go deep. Intuition versus thoughts. Family, you hear me talking about meditation a lot. You hear me talking and stressing the importance of meditation. And I know a lot of people are going to say, man, meditation is not good, and you open yourself up to demon possessions and all this other ignorant, stupid stuff that they don't know what they're talking about. They really don't know what they're talking about. They may mean well, but they don't know what they're talking about, okay? Understand what I'm talking about. Please hear my heart. You know what I mean? If you don't hear anything else, hear my heart. You know, we have to push past the ignorance. We have to push past, what's up, Nikki? We have to push past the crazy stuff. You know what I mean? We have to grow up. We are responsible for our own growth and development. It's nobody else's responsibility to help us grow and develop. I'm gonna say that again. It is our responsibility to grow and develop. Okay, it's not your mama, your daddies, your grannies, your grandpas. It's none of their responsibility to make you grow up. It's none of their responsibility to help you reach your full potential. That's your job. You know what I mean? That's your job. That's your responsibility. The ancients. When I say ancients, I'm talking about ancient Africa, the Native Americans, way back when, before Christopher Columbus and all these other people came to America. The Asians, they all believed, they all taught that our bodies have 3 brains. 3 brains. Again, I've made several videos on this talking about this. We have 3 brains within us. The great majority of us only understand and know of one brain. That's this one up here. And that's the one that the great majority of us operate on. That's the one the great majority of us live our lives based on. And that's why we're so stressed out. That's why we're so confused. That's why we don't know what we should know. Stay with me. We're going to go somewhere, and it's going to get deep and heavy. Okay? When you look at what the Western culture has taught us, they've taught us a lot of great things, but they've taught us a lot of foolishness as well. They've taught us a lot of stuff to stop us and to stunt our growth and development. Okay? They've taught us a lot of things to keep us from understanding the power that we truly possess. They've taught us a lot of things that go against the grain of who we really are at our core. And so we don't know these things. Our parents didn't know these things. Their parents didn't know these things. This has been knowledge that has been stripped from. This has been knowledge that has been robbed from us. We've lost this. You know what I mean? And so when you hear somebody saying stuff that I'm about to say today, it's like, oh, that fool crazy. Oh, he tripping. Oh, da, da, da. You know what I mean? Because again, we don't know what we should know. And we know everything else that is absolutely meaningless. Our bodies have 3 brains. Most of us only operate this one. You have a brain in your heart. And this is why you feel a lot of times that, man, your heart is telling you one thing, but your mind is telling you something else. You're at war between your heart and your mind. Why? Because you're at war between the heart, the brain, and your heart, And your mind, your heart is telling you, man, this person is loving, this person is this, but your mind is telling you that person is a tramp. Your mind is telling you that person ain't no good. Your mind is telling you that person is a hoe. Your mind is telling you all this stupid stuff. Your mind is telling you that person ain't no good. That person is broke. That person ain't got no money. That person ain't got nothing going for them. That person is walking. That person should have a car. We have all these stupid things coming from our mind. But our heart is saying, man, love. And so when you think from here and you operate from the mind up here, man, there's judgment, there's racism, there's discrimination, there's all these other stupid things that we hold on to. But our heart, the brain within our heart is pure. It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. And so when we say that, man, we've had our heart broke. No, we haven't had our hearts broke. You can't get your heart broke. I'm going to say that again. You cannot get your heart broken. I know it's a metaphor, but understand what they're really saying. It's not that your heart is broke. It's that your mind is broke. Your mind has been broke. Love is unconditional. Love is always unconditional. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. It don't matter what anybody do. Love is unconditional. This is not unconditional. Your brain up here tells you, bunk love, bunk that person, they betrayed you, bunk that person, they look kind of shysty, bunk that person, they're kind of suspect, bunk that person, because all these other factors. That's from up here. But your heart is pure. Your heart is love. And so your heart passes information to your brain up here. And your brain up here goes back and forth between logic and love. Yeah, I want to love this person, but yeah, I want to give this person a chance, but yeah, this person is a good guy, but yeah, I should help this homeless person, but yeah, I should do this for this kid right here, but, and so we're constantly at war. We're constantly at war between our logic, our mind, our past experiences, the stupid crap we've learned, and love. And so when you hear me say that, man, I am love. When you hear me say, man, I live a life of love, and everything that I do, man, I hope and pray that it's an expression of love, because that's from my heart. That's pure. That's pure. And so I have to go within. Most of us, we don't know how to go within. Oh, it's about to get deeper. Hold on, stay with me for a minute. Most of us, we don't know how to go within because we're so religious. We're so religious in nature. We're so dogmatic in nature. We think everything is, the answers on the outside of us, externally. So we're praying to a God up in heaven instead of the God within you. I'm going to say that again. You're praying to a God in the heavens instead of praying to the God within you. You have to understand, if God is love, if you're love, if your heart is love, then that's God. That's where God is at. God is communicating to you right there. But it's deeper than that, family. It's deeper than that. There's three brains. The first brain, and understand, the natives, the ancients, they've always taught that this was the least important brain. This brain up here. The one that we operate on, the one that we use for logic and rational thoughts and all these other stupid stuff are illogic thoughts. Stay with me. The great majority of us are so toxic and don't even realize how toxic we are because of our thoughts. Okay? Because we don't know how to process information. We don't know how to deal with and filter different stuff. And so we hold all that crap in and we see life through the filters of our brain. This brain. And so many people say, man, I would never go out in nature. Man, there's all these animals out there, and there's this and this. Man, that's scary. And man, we were born in nature. This is how we started. The red-tailed hawk. This is how we started. We don't got so bougie and ignorant, we don't know who we are. Nature's who we really are. This is our sanctuary. All of this space, this is our sanctuary. Most of us stay up here. There's a brain in your heart. There's a brain in your gut. I'm going to say that again. The three brains, one in your head, one in your heart, and one in your gut. The brain in the gut, the ancients taught, that's where your intuition comes from. That's where you get the phrase, trust your gut instincts. That's where you hear the phrase, man, my gut would never lead me wrong. My intuition never leads me astray. My intuition is always on point. Why? Because the ancients taught that that's where the soul dwells. That's where your soul is at. It's in your gut. Think about this for a second. All the food that you eat, all the water and stuff you drink, it all comes in your mouth and goes down to your stomach and it goes on and it changes in your gut area into energy. Prana, chi, energy. And that energy goes from your gut area to the rest of your body to help you do what you need to do in life. Stay with me, we're gonna go somewhere. So if the ancients believed that your gut area is where your soul dwells, if the ancients believe that your gut area is where the presence of God is in your life, because they didn't teach you that God talked to your head. That's some Western stupid crap. That's not real. We hear God in our gut. We hear God in our soul, down here in our gut area, in our gut brain. But because we don't understand what's going on, we think we hear God with this up here. And God's communicating to us from within. And so the ancients always told us to go deep within. And so when you meditate, meditation is all about calming this right here. Going from logic, rational thought process, taking my mind and shifting from here down to my heart, down to my gut. Why? Because that's how I get in alignment. When I say that I'm in alignment with God, my head, this brain is in alignment with my heart and it's in alignment with my gut brain. That's what alignment is. That's what alignment with God is. You can't sit here and talk about, I'm in alignment with God way up here, and you ain't even talking about your heart. You ain't even talking about your intuition or your soul. We have to grow up. We have to understand who we are. And 99% of us don't know who we are. We believe we're everything that everybody else has told us we are. We believe that we're physical flesh. You believe that you're Mexican, that you're black, that you're Asian, that you're white, that you're Hispanic, and all this other stupid crap. You're none of that. You are none of those things. Stop putting yourself in a box. You're bigger than that. You're better than that. You're a soul having a human experience. Your soul don't have a color. Your soul don't have a nationality. Your soul don't have a ethnicity. Your soul don't have a gender. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. Man, we get so caught up in, and it blows me away. We got all these chosen ones, all these enlightened people, all these men of God, all these women of God, anointed people of God, so they say. They talking all this stupid crap. Black lives matter. White lives matter. That's stupid shit to keep us divided. Grow up. Grow up. I don't care if people call me black. I know who I am. I know they see me as a black man. I don't care what they see. That's their issue. That's not me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. When you get in aligned with God, it ain't got nothing to do with you because you know who you are. Because God is God. God don't care what you call him. Because God is God. God don't really care what you think about him. He doesn't need your validation. He doesn't need your affirmation because he knows who he is. Because I know who I am. I don't need anyone's affirmation. I don't need anyone's praise. I don't need any of that stuff. And so when people say, man, you're black, man, okay, yeah, all right, cool, whatever. Growing up, all the black kids would say, man, you're so white. They would say that I was a sellout because I was extremely smart. Stay with me, we're going somewhere. And so all the black kids around in my school, and I grew up in a huge city. At the time, it had over 800-some thousand people, okay? So it was a big city. And this is back in the 70s. Black people, quote unquote black people, were considered white because they were smart. How fucking asinine and retarded is that shit? My skin color ain't changed, but because I'm smart, I'm white? I'm a sellout? Oh, we're going somewhere. Stay with me. Oh, you ain't really black. But then when it came to sports, when it came to recess time and lunch and all that other stuff, and it came to after school sports, and because I could fight and I could kick you in your throat and I could throw these hands, man, oh man, he's black. Yeah, man, he's black. He real. You know what I mean? How fucking stupid is that? As if being black, my blackness was identified with my athletic ability. My blackness was identified with the fact that I could fight. My blackness was identified with the fact that I got loud. And some people perceive that as aggression. But then when I used my intellect, I was white. Man, we gotta grow up. We're so stuck in that stupid shit. We're stuck in stupidity and we don't even realize it. But we so freaking grown. We so freaking woke. Can't nobody tell us anything. Because you don't watch some YouTube videos and you're a Google genius now. You know everything. And you get on YouTube and get on social media, TikTok and everywhere else, talking all this stupid stuff. You're not helping the cause. You're hurting the cause. I know your intention is to spread enlightenment, but you ain't got enlightenment to spread. You're not spreading knowledge. You're spreading foolishness. You're a distraction. We have to grow up. Yes, this is live. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. Man, let's get back to the three brains. Intuition. Psychologists and scientists, they know that it exists, but they can't really measure it. They know that it's there, but they can't put their fingers on it. They know that it's there, but they can't really explain it because it defies logic. It defies logic. It would be like a coach on a basketball team in a championship game. He takes his quote unquote best player out and puts him on the bench and puts somebody from the second string in the game. The coach don't know why he's doing it. He just has a gut feeling that this is what he's supposed to do. It defies logic. Nobody in their right mind understands what the coach is doing. Man, you're screwing up. You're going to cost us the game. What do? Everybody's on his helmet. But his gut is telling him to go against what everybody's saying. His gut is telling him to defy the logic, defy the wisdom of man. See, the problem with most of us, because we don't know who we are, we're scared to stand out. We're scared to stand alone. And what do I mean by that? We're scared to go against the grain. We're scared to think outside the box. We're scared to think and have an opinion that's contrary to that of everybody else's. And so we want to fit in. We didn't come here to fit in. We came here to change things. We came here to rouse things up. We have to grow up. And so when you look at the coach is like, man, I don't know why I'm doing this. I normally wouldn't do this. But my gut, I gotta go with my gut. My gut is telling me to do this. And he puts the kid in. And the kid has the best game of his life. The best game of his life. The kid looked like an all-star. And they win the game due to this kid. Most of us would, oh man, he got lucky. He made a lucky call. No, that's not luck. See, again, we have to define stuff with our ignorant thought process. Because we can't understand it, we have to give it a term. Oh, that's luck. Oh, that's coincidence. There is no such thing as coincidence. Coincidence means that I coincide with the will of God, which means it's synchronicity, which means I'm in alignment. But because you don't understand it, you give it a term to make it seem like, oh, I just got lucky. We have to grow up. We have to get outside of our head. And most of us can't get outside of our head. Most of us can't stop thinking. Most of us can't stop being scared. Most of us can't stop being filled with anxiety and worry and doubt and fear. Why? Because we're living within our head. And I'm getting hot. I'm starting to sweat. I thought it was going to be colder out here than this. Man, we're living within our head. And so we go and we lay down at night and we're tossing and turning because we're wide awake, because we can't stop thinking, because we can't shut off this brain up here. And so now we got to pop some pills. Now we got to get something to drink. Why? Just to calm the noise, just to calm the chatter. Because we don't know how to shut this crap off. It's like the internet, 24/7, 365, constantly running. Constantly running. That's how our mind is. Constantly running. And when you don't learn how to control your mind is going to control you. I'm going to say that again. When you don't learn how to control your mind is going to control you. What I mean, when you don't learn how to control your ego is going to control you. Your ego is going to make you get up and do some stupid ass shit. Your ego is going to make you say some dumb shit. Your ego is going to make you look for affirmations, look for praise from everybody else, look for all this stupid stuff from other people. That's ego. Ego is controlling our lives. Because we don't know how to control it. And you can only learn how to control the ego by shutting it up, by going within you and being in alignment with your heart brain and your gut brain. That's how you bring your ego under subjection. That's how you bring your ego under control. Because see, the more that your ego is running things, the less your spiritual man, your intuition can be running things. And so when you learn to shut your ego brain up, your spiritual man is able to rise up. Man, we have to grow up. We have to grow up. And so the war within us, your psychology talks a lot about us being at war with ourselves. The war within us is between our head brain and our gut brain for the most part. Because our gut is trying to get us to reach our full potential, but our ego is trying to keep us down. The ego, I'm going to say something. And I know this is going to sound kind of crazy to some of you. But I want you to look at your ego as the devil. I'm going to say it again. I want you to look at your ego as the devil. And what I mean by that, it doesn't have pitchforks and it doesn't have horns and all that other ignorant, stupid stuff that we've described the devil as. Look at your ego as the devil. The devil is not your friend. The devil is always trying to keep you a slave. The devil is always trying to keep you less than. The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That's all your ego does. Your ego will allow you to do certain things, but it will keep you a prisoner within that spectrum. It'll only let you go so far. And that's all part of the game. That's all part of the control tactic. Your intuition is, again, your intuition is different. Your intuition, look at that as God. Your intuition wants you to be free. Your intuition wants you to be your best. Walk in your full power. Walk in your full purpose. Walk in your full anointing. You can only walk in your anointing when you're walking within your spiritual man. When your spiritual man is running your life. When your spiritual man is leading and guiding you. As long as you're doing this up here, as long as you're using your logic And all your rational thought process and all the stupid stuff you learned in books and at school and what your mammy and pappy taught you and all this other stuff, man, as long as you're using that up here, you're always going to be a slave. You're always going to be beneath what you came here to be. And I know we have an issue, especially black folks. We got an issue with somebody calling us a slave. You're a slave to yourself. And that's the trip. That's the trip. In tarot cards, it's a trip because there's a picture of the devil. And most people see this devil card and they're like, oh man, that's such a bad card. And whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And when you look at the picture, the devil's sitting there and he has a man and a woman down beneath them. And he has chains around them, right? But when you look at the picture, the chains are loose. The chains are loose, which means that they can take the chains off anytime they want to. The chains are just sitting around them. They could free themselves anytime they want to. They just look like they're prisoners. They just look like they're trapped. Interesting thing. I love elephants. I love nature, but I love elephants. Interesting thing about elephants. When elephants are baby, people take ropes and they'll tie it around the elephant's leg. Okay? And the elephant can't get free. The elephant is trapped to that rope, okay? It doesn't matter how big the elephant gets. Elephant can be 2 tons. It don't matter. It can be bigger than that. The elephant, you take a rope and put it around the elephant's leg. The elephant has the natural ability to break that rope. The elephant has the natural ability to get free anytime it wants to. But it's a prisoner to his mind. It's a prisoner to his memory because it remembered that when it was a kid, it couldn't get free. And now it says, man, I still can't get free. And that's how the mind keeps us trapped. That's how our ego keeps us trapped. Because you done went through some stuff as a kid. You done went through some stuff and you done got some experiences and your memory got you fucked up in the game. Your memory got you twisted. Because you think that, man, I could never reach my full potential. I could never be all I came here to be. I could never do this because my pappy didn't love me. My mama didn't love me. They didn't even want me. And my ex-husband didn't want me. And my wife cheated on me. And my kids don't care. And we got all these reasons why to think we're fucked up. And why we can't reach our full potential. You could free yourself anytime you want to. Man, I wanted to go into depression right here so bad, but I'm going to say that because this young lady, we're coming on next Wednesday and we're going to talk about depression. Man, family, come with me, be with me next Friday. We're going to go deep into what chosen ones are, okay? We're going to have a real heart-to-heart on what chosen ones are, and it's going to piss a lot of you off, all right? I'm just throwing that out there. I want you to meditate and pray, whatever you got to do to get your mind right for that one, because that's going to be next Friday. But we have to understand that you can free yourself anytime you want to. You can free yourself from depression, from anxiety, from fear, from doubt, from worry, from low self-esteem, from self-hatred, and from all these other crazy things. You can free yourself anytime you want to by going within. Not within here. This was what got you stuck in the first place. This was what held you a prisoner for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Get out of here. Get out of this. See, so many of you think so smart and and you're so woke, you're so enlightened, and you're a fucking prisoner in your head and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. Somebody could come and try to share some knowledge with you, some deep stuff with you to help you get to that next level, but you can't hear them because you're so fucking smart, you so fucking woke, you so damn deep. Man, we have to grow up. We have to grow up. You gotta understand, you gotta go within. And that's why the Western culture teaches you against meditation, because they don't want you to learn who you are. They don't want you to walk into the power that you have. And so they don't want you speaking your truth. And there's only one truth. I know everybody is, man, he's speaking his truth, she's speaking the truth. No, you're speaking the truth. You're speaking a version of the truth. There's only one truth. There's only one love, and that's unconditional love. There's not 8 billion forms of truth. There's not 8 billion forms of love. We have to grow up. We're all We're all intricately connected. We're all one. Every one of us. I don't care where you're at in the world. I don't care what nationality you subscribe to. I don't care what ethnicity. I don't give a damn about any of that. I don't care what language you have. I don't care what religious beliefs or dogma you hold on to. We're all one. We're all one. And we're all one because we all have a soul. And truth be told, we all have one heart. And what I mean by that, we all have the same love. We all have love. We all have love. We all have love. And we all want to be loved. But most of us, we get so stuck up here. We completely dismiss everything else. And so when people talk about, I'm just going to touch on this real quick. When people talk about depression, what they don't understand is that depression is just depressing the truth about who they really are. That's all depression is. You're depressing the truth. You're pushing it down. You're ignoring it. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. And I know this is a hard pill to swallow. I know this is hard to accept. Because we've been so dumbed down by society. We've been so dumbed down by the media. We've been so dumbed down by religion. We've been so dumbed down by our parents and our friends and everybody else. Truth be told, you don't need any of those people to connect you to God. Truth be told, you don't need any of those people to help you deal with your issues. All you need to do, if the truth be told, is go within. Go within. That's all you need. But the majority of us don't know how to go within. Majority of us don't know that we are loved. The great majority of us don't know that we have a spirit of God. We have God dwelling within us. And so when you go and you live in life and you go through all these different things and your intuition tells you this and you ignore it and something bad happens, man, we get so mad at all this other stuff. We get mad at this person. We get mad at this situation. We get mad at these people and all this other stuff. And what God is trying to tell you to get you to understand is like, look, stupid, sit down. Sit down. Stop acting a fool. Sit down. I want to show you some things. All these things that's happened to you, they're happening to you because you won't trust your instinct. You won't trust your intuition. You won't trust me. I'm talking to you, but you don't listen. I'm talking to you, but you won't take the time to get to know my voice. How do you know the voice of God? By shutting up and going within. You got to learn how to meditate, to go down to the spirit realm where God dwells it within you, to learn and spend some time with him and to be able to understand, man, this is my Father's voice. This is God's voice. This is what love really feels like. This is what peace of mind really feels like. You can't have peace of mind. You can't have joy looking for it externally. You can't have happiness looking for it externally. All of that comes from going within. All of that comes from going down to your gut. You can have $1 million, you can have $1 billion and still be frustrated and still be angry and still be depressed and still have low self-esteem and still be have suicidal thoughts. Because the answer is not externally at all. You have to go within. You have to go within. You have to learn how to meditate. Meditating is just simply shutting up and listening for the voice of God. That's all meditation is. Praying is you doing all the talking to God. And that's the problem with the great majority of us. We never shut the fuck up. We just pointing the fingers at everybody. Meditation is you saying, you know what, ego, I ain't playing with you today. Not today. No, devil, not today. and learning to shut it up and go within. That's what meditation is. And once you go within, now, because you put the work in, now you got peace of mind. Now you got joy that passes all understanding. And again, why do you think the Bible says that? Joy that passes all understanding, because it's beyond logic. Because logic is disappear. But that joy that passes all understanding can only be gotten from going deep within you. Man, we have to grow up. We have to grow up. We have to get to the point where we sit back and say, you know what? I'm cool. I'm done. You know what I mean? I'm done. I can't do no more. I can't do no more. And it's a trip because we get like that in relationships with everybody around us. We get frustrated and we get done with people in relationships around us all the time. And we cut them off. We end the relationship. But the one relationship that we refuse to grow up and deal with is the relationship with our freaking ego. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to try to say it a little different. We get tired of people. We get tired of their games. We get tired of their bullshit. We get tired of their drama. We get tired of their messiness. We get tired of them being ratchet and just all that other stupid crap that they do. We get tired of that. And we get sick and tired of it. And we go, I'm done. No. They'll call us and we'll completely ignore the phone. They'll text us and we act like we didn't see it. They'll be driving by and honking the horn. Nope, I'm on the phone. I don't see them. Nope, not today. I can't today. No. They'll come knock at your door and you go run and hide in the bathroom and lock the door and turn on the shower. Why? Because you got sick and tired of their foolishness. Stay with me. You don't got sick and tired of everybody else's foolishness, but you ain't got sick and tired of your foolishness. You ain't got sick and tired of your ego's foolishness. You ain't got sick and tired of your ego pimping the hell out of you, because that's all that your ego does. Oh, we gonna keep it real. Your ego is pimping the hell out of you. Got you doing stupid shit. Got you going to stupid places you know you shouldn't be going. Having you on the phone saying shit you know you shouldn't be saying. Hooking up with people you know you shouldn't be hooking up with. Your ego has been playing games on you your whole life, and you never came to understand that. You think your ego is your friend. The devil has never been your friend. He's always tried to deceive you and lead you astray. And the trip about the devil, he don't care what you do. He don't care how nice you are. He don't care how kind you are. He just don't want you walking in your purpose. He just don't want you reaching your full potential. He just don't want you to discover who you really are. All that other stupid shit, man, he don't care about that. Man, you can give money to the homeless all you want to. You can feed the homeless all you want to. You can do this, all this other stuff that looks good. And the devil don't give a damn about that shit. He don't give a damn about that shit. All he wants to do is keep you stuck and busy and preoccupied. Why? So that you don't understand who you are. So that you don't understand the power that you have. Because once you understand the power that you have, man, you don't give a damn about what nobody else is saying. You ain't tripping off none of that stupid shit. Once you understand who you are, man, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. I was talking to somebody the other day and I said, man, the devil should have killed me a long ass time ago. He fucked up. And I know he couldn't kill me. Just stay with me. I'm just talking. Because he don't messed around and let me find out my purpose. He don't fucked around and let me find out the power that I got. And so now I don't give a damn what people say about me. I don't give a damn whether they got their degrees and they looking down on me with snotty ass nose and all that other shit and acting bougie. I don't give a damn about that shit. I don't give a damn about how much money they got. None of that stuff impressed me, because I'm not here for that crap. I'm here to help the people. To get the people to open up their eyes to the deception, to the games, to the wickedness, to the foolishness. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. Man, understand who you are. And you can only understand who you are by going within. You have to learn how to meditate. You have to learn how to kill this crap up here and go within, down to your heart, down to your gut. Why? Because that's who you are. That's who you are. That's where your power dwells. That's where your voice dwells. What I mean by that, man, we so scared to say something because we're going to offend somebody. We're so scared to say something because somebody might get mad. We're so scared to say something because somebody might unfriend us. Somebody might block us. I don't give a damn. Block me. I don't give a damn about that shit. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. We have to stop playing the stupid games. We have to stop being distracted with the stupid stuff. You could be smart all you want to. Being smart has never helped somebody reach their full potential. I'm going to say that again. You can have all the education you want. It's never helped anybody reach their full potential. And when you really look at the geniuses of the world, those people that have made the most moves and the biggest strides in quote unquote technology and all this other, they didn't have all these doctor degrees and the stuff that they did. When you talk about Steve Jobs and Apple and all the stuff that he did, man, he talked about intuition. When you look at Microsoft, I can't even think of this guy's name right now. When you look at all these people that's made all these big things, they didn't do it because of their fucking intellect. And so many of us, we think, man, I got to get educated. I got to get more knowledge. I got to study this, and I got to study this, and I got to study this, and you're fucking distracted. You're chasing and running down the wrong rabbit hole. All you have to do is learn to go within. Peep this out. Something God had to show me. I was like, God, why is it all these people with all these degrees, big degrees, are calling me and texting me and asking me for advice and seeking my counsel and this, and this, and wanting me to help them with this and this? Why, God? That doesn't make sense to me. That's not logical to me. And I talk about this in a video coming out tonight, later on tonight. God, why? That doesn't make sense to me. And God had to show me, Elijah, I stopped you from going to school. I stopped you from doing all this stuff. Why? Because you were distracted. You were learning the stupid stuff. You were being programmed to think a certain way. I needed you to go within. Only by going within and connecting with me, if you believe that you're connected with me, and you know that you're connected with me, and if you believe that I'm God Almighty, if you believe that I have infinite knowledge and wisdom and understanding, then how come you don't have knowledge and wisdom and understanding if you're connected to me? See, that's where we get fucked up at. We think, man, I got to go to school and have these people give me these degrees. I got to study this, and I got to study these algorithms, and I got to study these theories and all this other stupid shit that man said. When God is saying, no. Come spend some time with me. Come meditate with me. Come talk to me. Come talk to me. Come spend some time with me and you'll blow everybody's mind away. Come spend some time with me. Come talk to me and you'll profound all these deep thinkers. Come talk to me. Come spend some time with me and you'll mesmerize these people with doctor degrees. Come spend some time with me, Elijah. Come talk to me, Elijah, and you'll dumbfound and you'll confuse all these people with all their education, all their money, all their status. Why? Because you're not supposed to know this stuff. Where did you get this knowledge from? And the ignorant ass Christians go, oh, he got the devil in them. And that's why, let me stop, because I'll get going on that. I'll get going on that. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. When you connect with God, you're connected to anything, everything. That's all you need to be connected to. When you tap into God, you tap into infinite knowledge. When you tap into God, you tap into infinite wisdom. When you tap into God, you tap into unconditional love. When you tap into God, you tap into peace of mind and joy that passes all understanding. You don't understand why I can walk around and be so peaceful and so joy and not have anything, because I'm connected to God and He has everything. The problem is we look for money, we look for homes, we look for relationships, we look for all these things to validate us, to show the world that we arrived, to show the world who we are. And God has said, no, no. Come spend some time with me. Come meditate with me. Come talk to me. Come spend some time in nature with me. Come listen to me through the birds. Come spend some time with me. Come talk to me. But we're too busy to talk to God. We're too busy to get to know God. Because we're chasing that bag. We're chasing that relationship. We're chasing status. We're chasing subscribers. We're chasing all this stupid shit. And God is saying, nah, you missing it. You missing it. You missing it. I used to have people ask me all the time, man, Elijah, when am I going to get in a relationship? When is the love of my life going to come? When am I going to find my soulmate? When am I going to find my twin flame? When am I going to find the king of my life, of my dreams? And when is my queen going to come in? And all this other stuff, right? People ask me that all the time, all the time. Elijah, do a reading for me. I want a love reading. God, Elijah, I want this. Elijah, this. Family, you don't have those things because you're not ready for those things. Because you don't even know who you are. You don't even know how to love yourself. And so God is telling you, man, stop being distracted. See, you want another relationship so you can be distracted some more. So you ain't got to do the work. Because you're going to be so busy kissing this person's ass and catering to them, you ain't going to have time for you. You alone and you still don't have time for you. You alone and you still ain't putting in the work. Come spend some time with me. Come talk to me. When you learn to talk to me, when you learn to listen to me, you learn to like yourself. When you learn to like yourself, you learn to love yourself. I'm blown away. I'm blown away how many people talk about having a relationship with God and don't even like themselves. I'm blown away by how many people talk about having a relationship with God and man, they don't even think they're worthy of love. How can you think this? How can you think that? How can you think that a God that knows everything, if God knows everything like you say He do, and I believe He does, if God knows everything and He loves you and He's telling you you're worthy of love, how come you can't think that you're worthy of love? How is it that you're still stuck on, man, nobody's gonna love me, nobody likes me, nobody accepts me? God loves you. That's all that matters. Case closed. The problem isn't that other people don't like you. The problem isn't that other people don't love you. The problem isn't that other people don't want to be in a relationship with you. The problem is you don't like you. You don't want to be in a relationship with you. You don't want to spend time with God. That's the problem. That's the problem. And when I say spend time with God, I'm not talking about going to church. I'm not talking about going to the temple, to the mosque. I'm not talking about any of that stuff. I'm not talking about that crap. You could go to God anytime you want to. Anytime you want to. Anytime. Go within. Go within. You don't need some preacher to confess your sins to. You don't need some preacher to pray for you. You don't need some preacher to lay hands on you. You don't need some preacher to speak over your life. You got God in you. What else do you need? We have to grow up. All y'all talking about, man, I believe God. I trust God. Stop lying. No, you don't. If you believe God, if you believe that God is with you, if you believe that you're connected to God, you wouldn't be suicidal. You wouldn't be depressed. You wouldn't have anger issues. You wouldn't be racist. You wouldn't be jealous. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. We have to learn to silence this head up here, silence this brain up here. You can only take control of your life by learning how to shut the ego up, shutting up your brain. One of the subscribers made a statement the other day, and I love the statement. He said, more meditation and less medication. I'm going to say it again. This gentleman said, more meditation and less medication. But see, the problem is we're medicated and we don't even know we're medicated. We're medicated with TV. We're medicated with social media. We're medicated with music. We're medicated, and crap music at that. We're medicated with weed. We're medicated, and it's not even real weed. It's processed, synthesized crap that the government and everybody else is going. Leave that alone. But man, we're medicated. We're popping pills and all this other stupid crap. Why? Because it relaxes me. Why? It puts me at peace. But it's fucking up your internal system. It's fucking you up and you don't even know it. All you need is God. And you already have God. You have everything you need. You have everything you need. When you got here on this planet, you had everything you needed. Here's the trip though. Because we needed our moms, we needed our dads to provide for us. And so we learned to be dependent on them. We learned to be dependent on other people. And we didn't learn how to go within, how to connect with God, how to commune with God, how to have a relationship with God, how to hear the voice of God. Man, family, this has been long. I didn't plan on talking this long. I just wanted to come out here and, man, the sun's out now. I'm getting hot. I'm sweating. I just want to have a heart to heart with you guys. You know what I mean? We have to grow up, family. We have to grow. We have to do the work. We have to do the work. Man, my job as a life coach is to help you get there. But my job as a life coach is to get you to understand you don't need me. You don't need anybody. Once you figure out where you're going, once you figure out where you're stuck at. See, here's the trip with medication. Here's the trip with the pharmacy. Here's the trip with the hospital system in America. We don't fix the problem. We put a Band-Aid on the problem. We minimize the symptoms. We treat the symptoms. If I go to the doctor because I got a cough, the doctor's going to give me something to suppress my coughing. He didn't fix the problem. He didn't even address the problem because the coughing isn't the problem. The coughing is just a symptom of the problem. There's something wrong internally that's causing me to cough. You giving me cough medicine is just suppressing the symptom. It's not fixing the problem. And the great majority of us are too ignorant to understand. We think, man, my cough went away. I feel better. My cough did this, and man, I don't have these symptoms no more. I'm all better. And no, you're not. No, you're not. And you're taking all this stuff, messing up your liver. You're taking all this stuff, messing up your kidneys and your internal organs. Poisoning your digestive system. Poisoning your gut. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. Family, man, I thank you for those of you that stayed with me this long. I thank you for your support. Man, I love you guys. You know, and don't mean to sound preachy, any of that stuff. Man, I'm passionate about, man, helping people grow. I'm passionate about us getting beyond where we're at. And all of us learning how to walk within our power, learning how to walk within our authority. That's all that I want for humanity, is for us to learn who we truly are. And you can only get that by going within. I love you guys. Namaste. Happy healing. Peace.